Hello everyone and welcome back to the Farming Simulator Co-op. We've got HITMAN82 running over the hills. So just showing you guys we're actually playing the game. We've walked out to the shop.
Well, Fat Man took a cab. I had to walk.
I
Thanks for
did not
waiting.
take a cab, honestly. Seriously, you make me out to seem like such a cheater.
Evil. Evil Fat Man.
Evil Fat Man. Well, you should have heard the comments on the Feed the Beast server the other night, or were you there, about the size of Fat Man's ego and all that? My goodness.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, basically the wall that they're building around the town is apparently the size of Fat Man's ego. But
That would be a big ego.
It would be a big ego. So yeah, so here we are again. We're back at the shop, and Hitman and I have been having a good chat, and we've decided it's time for a new tractor. Old Bessie's looking a little bit tired, and so we're gonna be buying a new tractor. And if I can find the mods, so we're gonna get a new tractor. We're gonna get a plow, a larger plow, because those plows are really very painful to work with. We're gonna buy the fields adjacent to our current big field, and we're also going to kind of you'll see we've got some extra mods in here. We've I think you've watched Dare's Dare's Spotlight, haven't you, Hitman?
Mod spotlights, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got the small farm one from FSUK, and the old timer front weight from the same site. We picked up the per meter cultivators. I'm not sure if we'll buy those right away.
Yes.
And what was the other one? Did we get another one?
Yeah, we did, and that was the
plow.
The plows, yeah. But that one is only marginally bigger. It's the difference between 1 meter and 1.2 meters. So we're going to stick with what was our original plan, which is to go to the oldest one in the base game.
Right, the Servo 35.
Yeah. So, okay, so we're going to buy the Hurliman D110. So watch the money going down. So we're going to buy that one, and we have the front weight somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably under a miss.
It's
weight.
under weights, funnily enough.
That's
so
good.
we've got that, and you say that attaches to the old tractors.
That's right.
Oh, that's cool. And we were then looking at the
plow.
We're looking at the plow, but we're also looking at the. I'm going through in the order.
Yeah, the self-propelled forage wagon.
The self-propelled forage wagon. We want one of those. This is hitting my credit card, Hitman.
Christmas.
I tell you. Yeah, and we're looking for that.
And they're all red.
They're all red. Yeah, I remember your comment. I've just been editing the last time's episodes, and you kind of talking about these flaming red tractors. Okay, and we were going to get the Servo 35 plow. So again, that's 2.1 meters. So that's just over twice the size of the one that we're currently using or have been using. So
yeah, I kind of never want to use those again.
No, me either. The amount of hours we were out there plowing those fields, and yeah.
That plow is, I think it's bigger than the tractor, so I haven't actually tested it. I hope it works.
Oh, we're about
with
to
the
find
front
out.
weight, it should be okay. Why don't you try it first without the front weight and see if it'll pick it up?
Are you just wanting to make me look interesting here?
Well, I'm curious.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I like the sound of this tractor. Can you hear that?
I hear it. Does sound neat. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Okay, release it and grab that front weight and see how we do then.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't have to buy another tractor.
Well, I'm sure it'd be fine. These things, they were built to last.
Yeah, we could, at worst, we'd buy another one to put on the front. Well, I guess you can't with that tractor. We put one on the front as a front weight.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like the plow might be clipping into the self-propel wagon, so I'll get that out of the way.
We're gonna have to come up with a name for this tractor as well at some point.
Sounds like a gas-powered golf cart. This thing does.
Yay!
Yeah, there you go. Good thing we got that.
We've
that
got that
front weight
sussed,
on.
haven't we? Okay, so oh, where's the oh, yeah, the exhaust is right down. That's pretty cool actually. The exhaust is low down by
Right.
my feet. Keep my feet warm.
Any beacons? No, no beacons.
Oh, this feels a lot faster actually. Although it's only got that, what was it, about 20 extra horsepower?
55. Yeah, it's 55 horsepower. We've been using 38 horsepower tractors.
Yeah, I'm hitting 15 mile an hour. And, oh, I'm going up the hill without meaning to go up the hill. We've definitely got some weight issues, but I'm sure it'll be
Call
fine.
it lag.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm lagging.
Yeah, that's the same excuse that everyone's using on the Feed the Beast server when they kind of dope out and they end up in lava. It's like, oh, I lagged out.
Okay, so everyone has seen plowing before, so I guess what we'll do here is go out and buy the other two fields.
Well, we don't actually need to go out and buy them, do we? Because we've got the Bank of Hagenstedt. So,
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, do your magic then.
So I can, on the screen, I can very easily, because it's fields 15 and 16 that we want, and they're here, and they're going for a good sum of money. So we can buy those, and they are now ours. So yeah. So I'm guessing based on what you said that you're proposing that we kind of swap vehicles. So you'll have to get a feel for that one, and I'll have a look later, and we'll try and figure out a name. So yeah, this does sound really weird, doesn't it?
Yep. So I guess you start scooping, and you bought those two fields, I'm assuming.
Yep, they're ours.
Now, since we're not using hired workers, we can probably extend the length of our existing field and blend all three together better.
Okay, that works. So
Nothing stops us from actually just going around the trees. That would be kind of interesting to run the harvester around.
yeah, okay.
So we'll go right to the pavement.
Yeah. That's cool. I wonder what the speed limit is on this for the picking up. I also wonder what the capacity is like. Okay, that's not really... I can do it at 16 mile an hour. Do you think that's realistic enough? Which is like 100%.
Well, Giants came out with it, so it must be real.
Okay. I just don't want to be... I don't want comments saying you guys are cheating because you're using the ES limiter to go at 100%, and you can't really do that in real life. So there's been quite a few comments, even on Dare's videos. That was Dare's Spotlight that people were recommending that he tell us about the small farm hack, wasn't it?
Yep. I had already sent you a PM on Facebook, and then I saw someone had commented there, so I replied, and
Yeah,
here we are running the equipment.
absolutely.
We're going to, I guess. We haven't purchased anything from there yet.
Yeah, well, Dare does tend to let me know when there's stuff that he thinks is going to be useful. And like I said, on one of my single-player games, I did play around with the course play that Stocko had on his Season 2 episode. I think it was episode 3 that he had that on. That's really quite something. It takes a bit of practice to get it working right, but it's pretty powerful actually. The only thing I'd like to see in that one is I'd like to see it so that they had it so that the course play that people, when you set that going, that it actually uses up um, money, i.e. hired worker money, because it doesn't at the moment. And you would be using a hired worker, so that's the only small tweak that I can see for it. And the rest of it is just kind of stability stuff and just getting it so that it doesn't need so much manual adjustment, which is only a small part of it really. So we're doing reasonably well.
Did you finish your upload?
Did I finish my upload? It's finished. It's processing on YouTube.
Okay.
So my blinking lights on my router are only kind of going now, hopefully, for the fact that you're coming in on the game.
Yeah, I'm lagging a little bit, but I suspect it's because we're a few thousand miles apart. I'm on the west coast of Canada, so there's.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can go much further apart.
Well, I'm
hoping. Go to Australia.
Yeah, well, that's true, but I'm hoping kind of next time we record I will have the fibre optic broadband in place. And
I think I'm almost as excited about that as you are.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of that, and it's also hopefully the advent of having farming simulator servers when they get the coding done on that, so because that will be something really quite special.
They should be working on that. I think it was the end of April when they finished the crowdsourcing.
Yes, I haven't seen any updates, so. But then again, I haven't been looking for any updates because I've been so busy on Feed the Beast. Because I keep having all these messages pop up on my Facebook telling me what people have built and what they're going to build next, and it's great. It really is fantastic. We've got quite the community going now. TeamSpeak most evenings is just hilarious. So.
Oh, this plow is so much better. I used to hate this plow, but now that I've used worse, it seems much better.
Yeah, there's nothing like deficiency in other areas to kind of make you appreciate them. So we're just selling this at the barn, right?
Yep. Yeah, we don't have a use for it yet, but we will be getting cattle soon, I think.
Yeah, well, we don't want to miss out on money, even though we've spent money to kind of get this neat little piece of equipment. But,
well, we'll be able to use that to feed the cows.
Yes, which
we could
haven't got yet.
With it too.
Yeah, well, I might take everyone on a little jaunt next load, and we'll go down and we'll stick some in the cow pen, because I think we are looking at doing cows in the not too distant future so that we can have manure.
Or a greenhouse.
Yes, we want to get greenhouses. So the idea is that we'll buy a field down there, we'll half plough it and half kind of leave it as it is and stick greenhouses on it. Because there's not really a lot of space down next to the cow shed for you to put greenhouses. And we're going to be using the smaller equipment, we're going to be using the more classical equipment, so the idea being that if we've got the old style front loader, that we can just load the greenhouses, and that's probably about all it's good for. But that would be pretty cool for us.
I'm trying to remember if a greenhouse holds 4,000 or 8,000 of each. Oh wait, I think it's 3 actually.
It's 3,000 manure, and I think it's 3,000 water.
Yep. The water trailer that came with the Classics mod holds 1,000 liters, so I don't know if we'll use that or not.
Yeah. That's
probably will, just to show it.
We'll show it off, and then we might quickly upgrade.
Yeah, don't really want to go, too fast, but at the same time, there's such a thing as beating your head against the wall. And I don't know about you, I've played this game to death, so I don't really want to get hung up plowing for 3-4 hours this afternoon.
No, I totally understand. It was. I think the reason it was fun was because when we were ploughing it, we were still getting to know each other, and because that was one of our kind of second or third conversations. So, but yeah, not that I don't want to talk to you, because I do, but just be nice to be able to kind of get the ploughing done a little bit more efficiently. So, because the alternative is that we start to get into that cheaty frame of mind, and we buy a big plough off screen, and that's what we do off screen, and what we do on screen doesn't match what we do off screen. And yeah, we could do that, but that feels like a little bit dishonest to the peeps that are watching for me. But I can understand why some people would do it that way, but who knows? But I'm
Some
thinking.
people like me.
Sorry?
I said some people like me. This plow actually isn't too bad. That 1 meter one was just driving me around the bend.
Yeah, I can imagine.
With this one.
Well, if I get this done quickly, I might be able to come over there and help you. Well, or put plows in the wrong direction and stuff. I mean, because usually if it doesn't go right, it's my fault, isn't it?
Well, maybe I can take a little bit of blame.
Well, maybe. But you usually blame it on server lag. So
We could just say it's the red tractor coupled with red equipment.
yeah, well, everything we have thus far seems to be red. Well, most things that we have seems to be red, with the exception of the seeders and the cultivators. And the plows, so not everything we have is red.
I think this tractor is a Gertrude.
It's a Gertrude, okay. Gertie for short, then.
Okay.
But it depends on if she's behaving herself, she'll be Gertrude. If she's behaving herself, she'll be Gertie. If she's misbehaving herself, she'll be Gertrude. It's that standard behaviour, isn't it? When the kids are misbehaving, the full names come out.
That's right. So I guess what we'll have to do is open these mods up and change the texture packs to have their names on them.
Yes, that would be cool.
It would be, except we couldn't have anyone else come on the mod without giving them the modified files. Plus, I don't know if the people who made the mods would be too happy about that. So.
Yeah. Either that, we just have to remember the names. So it's a shame we can't kind of put when we stack them up like old Bessie's now going to retire potentially, and only come out on special occasions. It's
When
a shame.
Sean's here.
Sorry.
When Sean comes here, he gets to use that one.
Ah, yeah. Are we going to trust Sean that much just yet? I mean, I'm not going to blame Sean entirely because we were all involved. But when we had that multiplayer game and it ended up in well, tractor derby,
wrestling?
yeah. So we're going to see if I can remember where the cows are. We're going to take a little journey. I think I can remember. I'm going to try and do it without just consulting the map, which is probably not the best idea, but hey ho. It'll make
the engine sound on this tractor is pretty nice.
Yes, it is very nice, isn't it? So I do like that tractor. I think that's a good one.
You can kind of hear it sputter a bit.
Yes. So I was having great fun with sound effects earlier on because I built the advanced jetpack on the Feed the Beast server, and I hadn't realised it actually gives you the sound effect of the jets when you're kind of pressing the button. So I kind of, ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, it's hard to sneak up on people with it though.
Well, you shouldn't be trying to sneak up on people. Yeah. That's sneaky. That's what creepers do. So, yeah, and the episode I'm kind of uploading is another one of those agricultural simulator ones. So, hoping people seem to want more of everything. So, I'm trying to still maintain a video a day, but sometimes I'm not managing that, either due to the current upload speed or the fact that I kind of have friends that want to see me and kind of drag me out to do things. But it is all good. So you've had some developments this last week, haven't you? You've got your new lawn tractor.
Yeah, I haven't actually used it yet, other than a trip around the yard. I've just been too busy cutting firewood and getting ready for the fall.
Okay.
getting the gardens in and all that stuff.
Yes. Well, you have to do what you have to prioritize these things when you don't have enough time to do everything. You have to prioritize them, don't you?
Well, I was gonna get the mower. I basically have to level up the deck, and I was gonna do that today, but I'm farming instead.
Okay, where am I? I'm sure everyone's screaming now. Kind of, don't go that way, go the other way. I've got the milk, so if I've got the milk, then... maybe the cows are down there. I'm probably going to end up looking at the map in a minute.
So I'm not gonna do this field in a rectangle, just because in real life, not all farms have their fields in rectangles.
No, they don't.
They
You're
follow
absolutely...
the contour.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Since we're not using hired workers, it's not such a big deal.
Yes, and we'll be making sure that we don't press the H key either, won't we? I'm talking to myself here, of course.
I figured that.
So
I can press it all the time. Actually, I should remap my horn to it. Every time
yes.
I try and hire someone, you'll hear me toot my horn,
Yes.
and then you can get mad at me. Stop trying to cheat, Hitman.
Well, I did that with. I think that was when I was playing the multiplayer game, one of the first multiplayer sessions that we did with Sean, and it was kind of, no, we're not going to use hired workers, and then all of a sudden I can see he's in a different, because I've got the inspector mod, I can see he's in a different piece of equipment, and I've gone completely the wrong way. I'm nowhere near the cows. Turn around, and I can see he's in a different piece of equipment. I can see that the piece of equipment he was in is still going up and down the field, ploughing away, and I can't... Did you just cheat and put a hired worker on? No. Yes, you did. I can blatantly see it because I've got the inspector mod. So it's like in the sped up scene from last time. You can see that you've gotten into a tractor before you actually show up on screen and drive across, because it shows up on the inspector mod.
That's why it's called Inspector.
Indeed.
There's another one called Load Status. I think I like a little better, but this one seems more common.
Yes. Okay, so I'm now driving up through the grass. I'm kind of thinking that in a minute I'm going to stop and I'm going to consult the map, so this is, yeah. It's all good. I just got lost. I knew I would. I said I was going to get lost. But I also know the comments that Stocko gets for driving whilst he's got the map open. So, where are the cows? No, I am pressing the right button. I just want to go there. So the cows are... You know, I can't even remember. Okay, well, we're going on a magical mystery tour then, aren't we? I can see where you are, I can see where I am. Oh yeah, the cows are right the way... I'm so millions of miles away from where the cows are. As in literally millions of miles away. Oh yeah, I remember now, I think, how to get there. But not from here. From the farm. So it might take a little while longer for me to pick up all the straw, Hitman.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. The field isn't cleared yet. Where's my worker?
Yeah. Slight
He went on
detour.
walkabout.
Yeah, well, you know, it's one of those things that has to be done. Yeah. If it was good enough for Dr. Franklin on Babylon 5, I think I can go walk about as well.
So you're expecting to get stabbed?
No, not anytime soon. At least I hope not. Although you never know. I mean, when I come back, you might take it out on me.
I was gonna say, if you don't get back here and get back to work.
But he did find himself.
So I noticed Durr, when he was doing the mod spotlight on the small farm equipment, he was on the John Deere and he was saying that the driver's name was Giles.
Ah, he's nicking my farmer, is he?
Well, he gave you credit.
Ah, fantastic. Well, I wouldn't expect anything less from Joe. He's fantastic. He wouldn't knowingly nick anything. He's
Since we're talking with other people, I've noticed Stocko has been away for a while and he's having some computer problems.
yeah. It seems to have been a bit weird. Dare had some computer troubles, and when his computer arrived back, Stocko's went down. So I'm not having trouble, but I am upgrading mine at the moment. So my computer, because of the issues we had last time with filling up the hard disk with fraps, I've bought a brand new hard disk today, and I've stuck it in, so I now have 2 terabytes available, just for fraps. So hopefully the risk of filling that up and causing the frame rate to drop like it did last time is gone. And I've ordered 16 gigabytes of memory, so that I can hopefully have the graphics settings turned up a little bit more and start to do a little bit more with the computer. So, but yeah, so my issues have been mostly cosmetic. So I think, if I go up there, I should be heading in the right direction. No, 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 no. Because we want to go back that way. Because that's the railway tracks. Back that way and then down the thingy. Okay. We will get there. Well, it's probably a good job that well, good job that I've come away, because otherwise we'd just be seeing me going up and down a field. Instead, I'm just roaming around the countryside, just kind of, okay, where the heck am I? It might be amusing. You never know. Ah, yeah.
Wait till you see the size of this field's going to be.
Yeah. And therein lies our next upgrades. We're definitely going to need bigger seeders and bigger cultivators. So
The new seeder from that the small farms mod looks really nice. I like it, and the cultivator is fantastic.
yeah.
Dura was going on about it too. It has like a worm drive to lower it. Looks really neat.
Ooh. Sounds good. We'll have to check those out. Just trying to figure out how we can sequence what we're going to do next. So obviously clearing the field is one thing. Then do we want to seed and cultivate and replant that, or do we want to start with a few cows and get them going? Because we will have straw down for them.
Yeah, we still have some equipment to purchase, so we should at least get the next harvest in, I think, before we buy cows.
Yep. Well, like I say, I'm just dropping off some straw, so we'll have straw there ready for them. So we won't need to worry about doing that at that particular time.
How much did it take? Like, did it take the whole
It's got
the whole amount?
It's got 10,000, so
Oh, good.
I'm not
I
gonna
wasn't sure. Without any cows, or your storage isn't very much.
I'm just going to see how much it'll actually throw in there, because I've got 10,000 in the bucha, but
You
it's
say that better than I do.
Funnily enough, I was talking with Gatekeeper about German earlier on, and he says the German he knows is from his granddad, which is a very old kind of dialect, so not a lot of people would understand it. So it's not taken the full amount, but it's taken 91% of it. So I think that's good.
We'll have to get a side cutter and maybe plant some grass somewhere. We can just plow a couple strips here near our fields and seed grass.
Yeah, I thought we were going to do that on the field down here, but we can...
Oh yeah, number 35.
Yeah.
What's the price of that?
I don't know. Stand by. I can check with the Bank of Hagenstedt. Field 35 is 22,000. So...
I guess it's probably best to wait till we're ready to buy the cows and then buy the field.
Either that, or if we were to sow the grass, half plough the field and sow the grass, then at least we'd have it grown, because we probably want to harvest some grass so that we can put it in there before we buy the cows, because you wouldn't buy cows and then go and start producing feed for them, would you?
The way I did this save game, there's not very much grass kind of growing in the wild around here, so you can't really cheat that way.
That's what I was meaning. That's why I think we need to kind of plough the field and sow the grass at some point before we then start to think about buying the cows.
Did you want to get sheep as well?
We can do, because that's wool, and there is that front loader, which we'll be using for the manure. And if it's got a fork attachment, then we can always use that too. So I'm heading back now, I think.
Okay, I have a bit of a surprise when you get here.
Okay. Is it?
I went plow crazy.
Is it a crowbar or a 2x4?
Yeah.
Okay, so it a nice surprise.
It's a nice surprise, unless you know, if you don't like cultivating, then it's not such a nice surprise.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just heading back to the farm now. Now that I kind of have found the cows, not that they were lost, and not that we have any, but now that I found the cow shed, I kind of remember the way to get there. So, but you wouldn't think that I'd only just been there kind of last week.
So you're saying you just fell off the turnip truck?
Something like that. I just experienced a little bit of lag there as well.
Yeah, so did I. Must be Fraps. At least you have lots of hard drive space.
Well, Fraps is actually saying that we've got quite a lot of... Have you been spraying with fertilizer already?
That must be from when I first started, like when I made the save game.
Yeah. I was going to say that's definitely...
Really rich dirt.
Yeah, very rich dirt. So, just come and see what you're doing. So, aside from these kind of out in the path kind of...
What I'm going to do with that is trim it with a grass seeder, and then when you go over with a cultivator and it destroys the grass.
Fair enough.
Or we could get a bush hog.
Well,
apparently that's how that works.
Will it sow grass because that's on the path, or will it turn it back into path?
No, it'll turn it back in the path, and you'll have grass growing on your path.
Oh, yeah. I remember, because we did the same fix for that nice little spot that you dug in our garage.
Yeah, I dug it there.
It couldn't have been me. I mean, just because it was on the side that I parked my tractor, you were just trying to make me look bad. Obviously. So...
I think our viewers know the real story. Speaking of which, that...
Well, it's only recorded in episode 1, isn't it? So...
Right.
Sorry.
It's funny how episode 2 has more views than the other episodes.
Yes.
By a lot. I don't know, maybe it's something to do with the search engine or what, why there'd be so many more views.
I don't know. Actually, I'm liking the way you've laid the field out now.
Good.
That really works. Yeah. Yeah, because it's not... it doesn't necessarily, well, it doesn't work in real life that all fields are rectangles, because they just aren't. Um, in fact, at my uncle's farm, none of the fields were rectangles. That was just craziness. Um,
Yeah, you follow the land.
yeah,
You'd have, a pond or something you'd have to go around, or big rocks. Or...
yeah, absolutely.
I'm just doing the perimeter a few times just so we can clean it up easier.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is a spot to turn around with the plow.
I'm gonna, having started with the other side, I'm gonna start with this side, because then you can link into this field a bit easier. And I'm actually going to try and start doing it properly by shutting off the thing when I turn around. Turning around by looking into big trees. Actually, I'm going to go into cab view, see if everyone can see that. Oh, it looks interesting. Because of course you are over on the one side. I have no idea. Oh, I'm steering off course. So this is even more amusement.
Yeah, I had a bit of a fun time on this corner. I had a leg spike and ended up going the wrong way.
Oh well.
I did boost my speed up a bit though. It's funny how this plow seems so big, and yet when I, played vanilla, it seems so tiny.
Yeah. It's all a matter of perspective.
I hope I've got the plow turned the right way. I thought it would throw the dirt onto the, where you'd already plowed.
Yeah. Yeah, Toby was saying at one point about we'd got the plough the wrong way round, so I'm sure he'll tell us.
You had the plow the wrong way around.
Okay, possibly just because he didn't actually... You haven't recorded anything, so how could he know which... Well, he could know, okay. Okay, well, yeah, okay. I'm just going to leave that one be.
Yeah, I've been thinking about recording. My internet's not all that great, but...
Well, I guess that I think that the cast iron test is to see kind of how things go when I've got the fibre. And because at the moment, if you're getting lag spikes, then it's probably not a massively pleasant experience. And if you then add recording on top of that, then it's probably going to be potentially problematic for you, and not necessarily as enjoyable to watch. So.
Well, I shouldn't have a problem with lag from fraps. My machine should be able to handle it pretty well.
Okay, so you've already done the upgrading and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
my.
Okay, I've completely been derping around because I've gone into in-cabin view, so.
So our viewers have seen you plowing before, so I don't know if you want to do the switch at all. They're probably more interested in seeing the new machine.
Well, I think at the moment they've seen it kind of go around the farm. They've seen me kind of in first-person mode trying to figure out how to get the thing to do. So it's filling up quite nicely. I'm basically doing what you should always do as a farmer, which is to point the tractor in the right direction and then just look behind you. And just look at the pretty thing behind you that's filling up with straw.
That's how you run into trees.
That is how you run into trees, but I'm not actually doing that. I'm just kind of steering off course and then doing a very poor job. So I think it's probably time to come out of first-person view. Because
One problem with plowing this way is it just looks funny. Because of the, there's only 4 angles that you have on the game.
Yes.
But we're gonna have to live with that.
Yeah,
that's
it'll
not
be
our fault.
fine.
We need a different texture pack or something.
Do they have texture packs for this?
Yeah, I've never tried any though.
Oh, maybe we can have a look at that.
maybe our viewers can give us some suggestions.
Yeah, well, I mean, if anyone's got a better texture pack that they've been using and they quite like the looks of it, then let us know in the comments. You won't be able to send a link, but send a link on Facebook or PM on YouTube, and
Or even just tell us the site and the name of it, then we can blunder our way through.
You mean to say we'd have to do some work and find it? My God, how?
Well, that's how we got these mods today.
I know.
Our viewers suggested them, we found them, and we put them on.
Yes.
You know, this is a Let's Play. I'm really surprised with the number of views we're having that we don't have more comments of people saying, hey, you should try this, or this is what you should do next.
Well, I think I possibly my stubbornness on the Clayson Combine might have put paid to that, I don't know. Because I just thought that was the price of it was way off, but
if it's only the price, I can fix that, no problem.
So no, I did like the Clayson Combine. It was literally just the price, so maybe we should. I think Dare also offered to fix that one up as well.
Well, even if we don't fix it, when we buy it, we could just buy it like several times and sell it, buy it, sell it until we get what we think it's worth, is how much we've spent.
Okay.
That's the easiest fix.
Yes.
Well, I suppose actually the easiest fix would be just to open the file and modify it, but then not have to transfer the file to you and all that stuff.
Yeah, given that it is just an XML file.
I can just teach you how to do it.
I already know how to do it, I just haven't been bothered to do it or motivated to just yet. So, let's go and sell this again. I'm gonna go over your nicely ploughed dirt. Ha ha. Come and catch me.
That's okay, we haven't cultivated yet.
Okay. I'm given special dispensation. Now let's go into first person and see if I can reverse it. Oh, no, wait, I can't actually see anything in first person mode because there's a great big lump of straw in the way.
How are you doing on that field?
Yeah, I'm getting there, but slowly.
Mm-hmm. I'm just wondering how fast, like, do you have to go for one pass on every row? Or will it suck up multiple rows?
No, it's multiple passes on one row sometimes, because sometimes it doesn't get all of the row.
Alright.
And sometimes I don't steer right. And
what we need is an old-timey windrower that'll... I mean, there's no point in using the one that comes with it because it's the same size as that machine. But if we had an old-timer windrower that was wider, it would be worth it.
Yeah.
Or swather, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I'm doing one more last pass around, and then I'll go back to just going up and down the field.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to try and get these corner rows done so that you could, I suppose what I should do is, yeah, well, let's get it so that you can do the very edges of this field. And then what maybe we'll need to do is note where there's some green marks on this field and just get those ploughed in as well. Hello! We both did that at the same time there.
Yes, that's because we've been playing together a while, we know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Or we're both crazy now.
Yeah, well, it's almost like we have a plan sometimes, you know.
Actually, I think I'll go around one more time. That'll take care of this edge.
Yeah.
This tractor really handles well. I'm pretty happy with it. It's easy to line up because of the little front fenders over the front wheels.
Oh, right. That's pretty good.